Thanks for staying with us. Author John Warley joins me now to discuss his book, The Home Guard, a novel of the Civil War. John, first of all, welcome to the show, and please tell us, what is this book about?
Thank you. Nice to be here. The Home Guard is historical fiction set in a place we know well, Beaufort, during the Civil War. It's essentially a coming-of-age love story between a 12-year-old Southern boy who gets marooned in Beaufort after the Great Skedaddle and a 14-year-old Northern girl who comes down with her mother to teach the newly freed slaves on the Sea Islands.
Well, it sounds like a very rich story. What inspired you to write it?
I moved to Beaufort in 2005, and I've been overwhelmed since then about the history of this place. Beaufort has a unique Civil War history with the Union occupation after November of 1861. And when I learned that in one day, the entire white population of Beaufort, some 1,500 people, fled in what was called the Great Skedaddle, I knew there had to be a story in there, and I set about to find it. And I think I have.
Well, it sounds fascinating indeed. Now, John, this is not the first book you've written. How does this one compare?
Yes, this is my 6th book, and 5 of those are novels. I have one nonfiction book out, which is a history of the Citadel called Stand Forever, Yielding Never, that came out last year. I would say that this book has been intense research, because in historical fiction you certainly want to get it right, and some of the others have been less research oriented.
John, now we're running up against the clock, but I'm sure our viewers are curious, so very quickly, did you learn anything that surprised you while you were researching for this book?
I learned a ton about the resilience of this community, and particularly the factors that were going into place to begin the Reconstruction era, which started, of course, shortly after the Civil War ended, and arguably with the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863.
John, where can readers buy this book?
They can buy it on at my website, www.johnwarley.com, and from the publisher, Evening Post Books in Charleston, which is a division of the Post and Courier newspaper.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with our viewers.
Thank you for having me.
Be sure to follow me on social media at Lala Squickero and send me your news and pictures of what's going on around town for a chance to be featured. Sincere thanks to our segment hosts and special guests, and to the team behind the scenes for making it look easy. But most importantly, thank you, the viewers, for inviting us in. I'm Daniela Squickero, and I'll see you around Beaufort.